So what we're gonna do today is we're actually gonna start in the bottom position.
Picking you apart and making you move way better. Okay, this is how I should feel when I'm...
Type of stuff rather than, right? And their hips have to get back here in order to catch. Come on, come on!
Hey everybody, I'm here at the 2023 CrossFit Games in Madison, Wisconsin, and I was lucky enough to be able to put on a seminar for 100% CrossFitters at this gym called CrossFit Big Dane, and it was through GoWOD, so I really appreciate them having me come through, and I did it alongside with my friend Craig Richey, who I'm sure you've seen do his stuff on YouTube. This seminar was just basically teaching people how to snatch, from learning the bottom position into all of the pieces and parts of the progression that would get them to actually snatch with the barbell. I really enjoy coaching CrossFitters. I think it's just because they know how to work hard. Like, it's just part of the methodology is working hard, and they're like very thirsty to learn how to get better at these methodologies, whether it's weightlifting, gymnastics, long distance type of stuff. So I really thoroughly enjoyed this seminar, and I also got to lift and do a Q&A, and in that lifting session I hit a weight that I have not hit in years. And it felt incredible. It's probably my best technique at that weight. So stay tuned, and appreciate you guys coming out. If you're interested in more content, whether it's informational on weightlifting or vlogging around weightlifting, CrossFit, please subscribe, please like this. It makes a huge difference.
We learn the overhead position. And when we learn the overhead position, we're standing and our hips are in line. And it becomes very difficult for us to then find that bottom position. So what we're gonna do today is we're actually gonna start in the bottom position, and we're gonna work our way up from there. And we're gonna get very comfortable in this bottom position to the point where this bar is in our hands and we can just fall. And we can just fall in that position, okay?
Okay, this is how I should feel when I'm in this position, because then when you snatch later on, you're gonna land in that position and you're all gonna PR. Right?
Now we're talking. Push too much. Really the same drill, just with plates. And now we're pretty much snatching. So that's where I want us to get to. Same thing, but I want you to really control that tapping of the floor. You don't lose anything. If you start to pass your knees, start to go like that, you're not gonna be able to gain that back. Does that make sense? But I want you today to just do touch and go. You stand tall, touch, and go.
Stand tall, okay.
Good tap, and we're gonna go. That was fantastic. Yeah. Sure everyone can see. We'll do like a quick little Q&A. We'll wait for more people to file in though.
I know that you're all legends, right? But like, I can't speak to big groups, so I'm glad that I have the big man to speak for me. He's gonna be hitting a load of weights, having fun. I'm just gonna be here for comedy value, and then when we all lift, I'll be helping you all out individually and come around and picking you apart and making you move way better.
So this portion we'll just do like Q&A. It could be about training, weightlifting geared towards CrossFit. It could be about life, content creation. This guy knows a lot about content creation. I'm trying my best, I'm gonna be snatching right here, so I have to be good enough to not hit you, but just be careful. Bar crash. A lot of it has to do with, like, mentally, you just have to be prepared to meet the bar where it's at and think less about extension. So a lot of times in the clean, we should be more concerned with timing rather than extension. And all we hear when we learn the lifts is extend, 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 triple extension. When in reality, we should be thinking about timing. So type of stuff rather than, right? Because then you get the feet crash. So extend, their hips will be here, and their hips have to get back here in order to catch. But what ends up happening is that they just drop their hips straight. Then their hips go like this. Anyone struggle to catch below parallel or to full snatch? Raise your hand. Yeah. That is honestly not typically the problem. People will extend here, and then their hips drop straight. It's very hard to catch a snatch like this. We have to have our hips back. So to answer your question, it's usually timing and the placement of the hips.
When really you've just got to do the same thing that you were doing before, just with that little bit more effort. But then I do it too. It's like if I tend to clean really big, I used to have a big bar crash because I was like, right, I'm just going to pull it.
Yeah.
Whereas now, if I rehearse what I was doing before, like if I set my back in the right position, if I lock in my lats, if I pull in the bar, that's what I'm concentrating on. And then if I get tall, I'm getting under the bar.
Questions, anyone? Yeah.
When you start in your starting position, how high your bum is? Because some people start very low and some really high.
We are going to work on that today, but it's very subjective. That is like the granular aspect of weightlifting. What I try to think about are like fundamentals and best practices, and then between each individual kind of figure what works best for them. Right now, actually, I'm working on a higher hip position. 4 weeks to assert it, and that could actually be 4 to 6 weeks, and then to strengthen it is another 4 to 6. So it's like, it's really frustrating, you know, like I'll change my technique and then I won't be lifting as much as I did before. And actually Ben Bergeron had like a really great saying about this. He was like, sometimes, you know, if you fall through the ice and you're on a lake and you can't find a hole, you can either like try and bash through it, or you can swim down and look for a different hole. And so when you make technical adjustments, for me, what height your butt is when you lift, it's a hard one to feel like you're making any progress. When you're early in your career, you have these aha moments, you have this like euphoric, like, oh, I figured out how to snatch. And it makes a huge difference, but 2, 3, 4 years into weightlifting, I could change one thing about Craig's lifting and he'd be like, nah, I don't like it. It's not working right away, you know, because it'll take 12 weeks to go into effect. Oh.
No, I know it.
Come on. Yeah! Hey! Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes.
That was it.
Yeah.
Take the hype man.
Oh, dude, I was looking at
Hey,
you the whole
everybody else
time.
like it's
You're
a
my
funeral
guy.
or something.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
come on, listen.
This was amazing, man. I was in way better shape today than I thought I was going to be. Hit a 300-pound snatch in these things. So I guess I like Tier shoes. This is an incredible endorsement for Tier. But if you guys like the video, please subscribe. Again, I'm going to be doing much more stuff at the games this week, and I'll see you in the next video.